In the last episode, I began my exploration of this huge abandoned research complex. Now, join me as I explore to see what awaits us. Okay, now I'm gonna replace its other battery with fully charged one. It has held up well since I replaced it 30 hours ago, allowing me to shoot 4 more hours in a matter of seconds without having to carry around an uncomfortable cable. That's the reason why this device is worth nearly 10 years of use. Alright, let's roll. Walking down the Falloran complex, certainly the buildings in this area are much more out of date. Oh, there's a veterinary hospital. Let's try to see that hospital. This kind of, a ranch where cows and horse graze freely. Three bigger barns here. Might have been big livestock in here. Veterinary hospital. Let's just take a peek. Clinical pathology lab. Oh, just empty. So this is not a very huge, just small animal clinic though. Veterinary research room. What the heck? What is this machine used for? Size is very huge. Okay, this was a cremation burner for dead livestock. What on earth? Oh my god. Look at this. Definitely it's a specimen of one animal, but I have no clue what animal it is. It looks like a huge fang that was chopped off, or horns of cow maybe. It's fucking disgusting. Alright, I think I did off this hospital. I'm only gonna be able to see a fraction of this property. but most of the lab seems empty. So I'm trying to explore the most interesting. Kind of like the big livestock barn. This area looks like to have been used to keep large livestock such as cattle and horse. Got a tool silo, kind of small chimney though. And more pens continually pop up. You're gonna see this disinfection equipment. I'd say it's a sanitizer thing used to sterilize trucks carrying livestock, but it's kind of little janky. Most of the fans are scattered around outside here. This is called the Mini Pig Production Research Center, and it seems to be a facility aimed at bio organs. Pitch black hallway. Look at this bunch of nozzle. Wow, that's pretty cool. Ooh, so it looks like a barn. Smells like weird. Ooh, disgusting. I don't want to spend much time in here. This place must have been a cattle barn. Definitely this lab was used for GMO. Let's see. Holy cow, I got a bunch of bottle. Antibacterial diarrhea medication. Metabol. Arthritin. Type of anti-inflammatory agent, I guess. Sustainability BPS is kind of about drugs using microorganisms. You could see this was a biological contaminant area that handles LMO. Oh, I'm familiar with stuff. It is a tube I use most when mixing in the lab. There's more. More pens. They would have fed the livestock in the pet stock on both sides through the center. No graffiti and vandals that always visit. This barn definitely has a very eerie, lost in time kind of vibe. This is probably the control room that controlled the barn's environment. Wow, look at this huge, like a greenhouse. Womp womp womp, bird trapped in this place. You could tell these trees invading inside. Not much left, but it looks great. I just love the look this atmosphere without vandals. Jeez, look at this. It's kind of prison. Well, this barn is really tucked away from the campus. Looks like they're trying to keep it a secret. Let's give it a look what awaits me at the other side. Got a beautiful green decade here. Baby mulberry tree. And wavy leaf basket grass growing on the pile of sacks. Nature take over man-made items too. It's gorgeous. That always most beautiful, blissful about it. Nature always does its job slowly. You might be wondering how the plants you saw earlier grow in a confined space. The seeds of the wavy leaf basket grass are very adhesive and easily attached to animal fur, so when rats or wild animals enter the barn, the seeds are likely to be brought in with them. You'll see leaves swept away on both sides, and assume that cars have been driving by recently. By the way, I'm heading back to the central laboratory building now. The workers should be home by now. Here's to it. I have a feeling most of the floors here are gonna be the same. This is like a filter. More jam will probably greet us. What's up? I didn't see laboratory equipment yet, but I keep my eyes more peeled this time. They must have pulled it outside when it was closed. Meeting room. Oh, it's very small. Cold storage. Electoral resource room. This has a ton of lab, but nothing left behind. This building just kind of entirely empty. It's mostly empty, but there's no trace of scrapers. It looks like campus security is watching it frequently. Animal Genome Lab number 6. Unfortunately, like I said in the last video, when I visited again, the severe vandalism and graffiti attacked the building. As a result, all the doors were completely sealed. Alright everyone, I don't think there's anything more interesting, so I'm gonna head to the rooftop right away. This building is completely empty, but I have a lot to go. The host tells me that this basement almost flooded. Okay, so I'm just done in this building. This is not a completely closed institution, but has moved to another location, so it may be natural that there's little equipment. So I'm not complaining. They're also empty. Let's try now walking down the gated spiral ramp. There's just gotta be storage. This basement has a lot of cobweb. More freezers. Kind of plumbing room actually. Oh, a very huge room. What is this place? So it looks like auditorium, but pretty big. Very big size. And a ton of garbage. Pretty lovely. Absolutely pitch black down there. I would say this kind of huge room that looks like a secret Soviet missile base. Here have some bunch of bottles. That bottles are pretty crazy looking. For claim which workers use people sitting right there. There was a lot of activity on campus 2 hours ago, but now it's all gone, so it won't be as dicey when crossing to other buildings. I'm gonna head to the fit mill now. Ooh, very smells here. Wow, looks like pretty industrial. This one looks like one of the best and one of the best shape I've seen so far on the campus. Hold on, it's just flooded. It's pretty sus. I can only hope that this steel beam is very strong. can walk on the iron plate, but it's super rusted out, and press catch. Look at the staircase. It's just absolutely destroyed. So I can't go up there. You could tell these pipes all the way chopped up. No one knows which part will break. If I fall down, we'll either drown or get a concussion. One of the two is certain. So let's catch. Alright everyone, let's put a lid on today's exploration. Fortunately, this place will be preserved, but I haven't found a use for it yet. If you watched this video today, leave your comments, let me know what you guys thought about this place, and leave a like, leave a dislike, anything. Thank you for joining. Over the past few months, vandals and graffiti began, and then the city has been trying to protect the campus with increased patrol. But this campus remained up in the air. Only time will tell the fate of this campus and 70 years old structure.